Hello everyone, and once again welcome back to my latest Genderbender playthrough. Last time we covered Bree. This time we'll be covering Lynn, the other demo character. Yeah, and you can see some of the various things that you can end up right here. I forgot to point that out during Bree's playthrough. I'm not really sure which ending I'm going to go for, so on this occasion, since Lynn and Dina don't really have an exact ending, they both kind of have a combination of their endings put together, so for Lynn I'm just going to go with whatever I get. I'm probably going to pick one of the more well-known ones, like maybe the mermaid one, or the other anthro one. I'm not really sure yet. Right, turn on autoplay. Now the reason I'm putting this in windowed mode yet again, when I said I wasn't going to, is because, once again, there is nudity in this one on the first night. I'm not sure if that will be in the first episode or not, but I know it will be soon, and I don't want to be caught off guard yet again, because I don't want to have to keep cutting complete and total episodes just for one screw-up. I'd rather just cut one thing of dialogue and say it on the microphone. So I'd rather just be able to cut that, cover it, and then say it over the microphone instead. So that's basically my logic with the actual... Oh, right. I have to turn up the music. I figured out why the music sounded differently to me, because I didn't have my speakers plugged in, so it was just my pure laptop speakers, not the speakers that I have for use. So that's what that was about. He looks kind of like a monkey. He looks kind of like a monkey. I never realized that. Basically what he's talking about now is pretty much the whole research. If you've seen Bree's playthrough, then you understand what that research is at this point. I'm going to be spinning my mouse in a circle like this. This is going to be for the length of the spoiler alert that I'm going to give right now. You can mute it for the amount of time that this is going to be spinning. Now keep in mind that's my mouse that's spinning, by the way. I'm just going to spin it on him so you can see it, unless he moves, so I'm actually going to use this one because I know he probably won't move. Spoiler alert starting now. They are actually working on the gender bending part of the experiment. That whole everyone changing genders was an accident. However, it was not some freak accident. It was just, it blew up and spread the serum, but the serum did work correctly. Mostly. End of spoiler alert. And as you can see, this is where Bree's playthrough starts to coincide with everyone else's. If you play Dina's, then they kind of skip over this, because Dina's like, I'm not going to pay much attention, blah blah blah. But overall, depending on the choices you make, you'll get a completely different story from everyone else's. So, for example, like what I was talking about in Bree's playthrough, where you can get one ending one way. Is the microphone on? Oh, thank goodness it is. And I didn't tell myself what time it was. And I can't type because I might accidentally hit a hotkey. I forgot to change those. God damn it. For those who don't know, I have trouble with hotkeys because I accidentally muted one of my episodes, so I had to scrap it. I said I was going to change that before I started filming, but I didn't get around to that. I'm pretty sure they only have one investor, actually. I think it's Abaddon itself, but I'm sure there's investors within Abaddon that are supporting it more than the company as a whole is, so. By the way, they're basically getting minimum wage when it comes to these other guys. I need to have something to talk about. Oh yeah, like for the example, this guy back here, Derek here, I think has 2 monitors set up. Excuse me for a moment. Sorry about that. And then Liam just has a laptop. Explain that to me. There's a laptop as an excuse for a desktop, and then a super desktop. Yeah, but you two aren't they're saying this, you two aren't exactly good businessmen either. So that's why you're not able to make those decisions. The main reason for the stealing is because of how friggin' expensive it is to create it on your own. And it takes even less risk when you're actually stealing the research because they can't patent it. Because, you know, it's a secret. Patenting means you have to actually reveal it to the world. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about in the spoiler. For those who didn't hear the spoiler, you don't have much to worry about. There's nothing special. You'll hear it throughout Lynn's playthrough. If you watched me play Bree's playthrough, you saw that in the first episode, Dan was actually talking about that whole suspicions thing. I hope you guys can hear the music. A little better. I wear noise-canceling headphones because they're gaming headphones, so I'm not sure how much it's actually canceling out versus the microphone, so... They might actually win the Nobel Prize for this research now that I think about it. I never thought of that. Oh god. I just thought about something. If they showed up as their female selves, if you saw the end of Bree's playthrough, you saw what they actually looked like. If you see the end of Lynn's playthrough, you'd be amazed if they showed up at the Nobel Prize looking like that. I wonder if Bree or Lynn came out first. Just another moment. I'm pretty sure there's a typo there. I'm pretty sure that at shouldn't be there. Derek, by the way, is Dina. Spoiler. Basically, Dina is pretty much over-energetic once Dina becomes, you know, Dina and not Derek. This is a real big divide between Dina and Lynn, by the way. The whole how long they wanted to be female. Uh-oh. Big bad investors coming in. Probably because he's a businessman, Derek. Yeah. Just like what Lynn's saying. I'm gonna shut up now. Dun dun dun! And he looks younger than he is. I think he's like 27 or something. Why aren't you holding a briefcase, Nathan? Business Practices 101. Always look busy by carrying a briefcase. Secondly, never smile. People will take advantage of you when you do. But to be fair, you're not talking to investors, so it's okay. I've never understood this on a suit. Ever. I've never understood that. And why is this a suit for right-handed people? This is like a staple. There's no left-handed suits. Look at this. They're both on the left-hand side. Well, this I can understand. You put like a rose or whatever in there. Put that little napkin. Whatever you call it. I never noticed those buildings in the background. I always thought that was a painting. Huh. I'm going to go off on a huge tangent here and try to explain what the science of this is. What they're basically doing is they're using something very akin to a virus to deliver a genetic alteration to the body. So basically what they're doing is they're allowing injecting pretty much a virus, which is their viral, whatever you call it. And technically it could be an anti-flu disease thing as well. I mean, it's literally just a way to deliver new genetics to people. I mean, you could literally like turn them into zombies and stuff with it if you wanted to. But basically, the human body relies on something called the epigenome. Now what that does is that basically alters the genome itself. Like, it's kind of like the police officer of the genome, you know. If I say that the genome is the library, well, the epigenome are the librarians. They decide what books go where, etc., but with your genetics. So for example, if you have a history of diabetes, then the epigenome will probably have a high chance of turning on your diabetes DNA. If it doesn't, then it's still within you, just that the epigenome has turned it off. But that's basically how that works. So that's basically what they're doing. They're using a virus to deliver it to alter your epigenome and how that works, as well as your normal genome. The fact that the epigenome doesn't reject the DNA is what's important, because what they could also do is use that to literally change the DNA of the organs to actually increase the likelihood of transplants being accepted, depending on how they alter it, etc. Which is why this research is so hush-hush, is because there's literally anything you can do with it. It's just focused on gender bending as of right now. We'll get more into that with Dina's playthrough, though. What they're doing right now is they're actually preparing the serum to show Nathan. I'm pretty sure Derek's going to be one to drink it first, just because I've played through their stories multiple times. That giant machine in the back actually is some sort of secret project that Derek's been working on. That will be revealed at the end of this playthrough, hopefully. There's an ending that I get quite frequently, and I'm hoping that's the ending I get, not some bizarre ending like where Bree and Dan hook up, for example. Get Ben to do it. Oh, by the way, you'll actually meet Yale in Lynn's playthrough. You never met Yale as Bree. I don't even know if she showed up more than during the accident. It only took you 40 minutes. And you did say you'd get it done within the hour. Good thing Ben's forte is that. Forte means expertise, by the way. I think it's French or something. Excuse me once again. I didn't know they had two different parts of their research. Yale pretty much doesn't care about this job. He's doing it because the college is forcing him to. I can't remember what he's going to school for. Yale's the only one who didn't get a name change. You could argue that Dan didn't get a name change, but that's technically a nickname because Dan had to lengthen their name, his or her name, to Danielle when he became a she. So technically that was a name change, but she kind of cheated the systems. He's just like, oh. Oh, now he's awake. He got that bling, though. Oh, by the way, this is their office. Oh, never mind. Bree and Dan's office was right next to Liam, behind him there. What's going on here? And Dan was busy gossiping about that other stuff that he was talking about. Are you free? That reminds me of this British sitcom, Are You Being Served? They always say, So-and-so, are you free? I don't know, it's something that they had in their culture at that point. It's a really old sitcom. Why would you put an X chromosome to cure skin rash? That's a gender-based, exclusively gender-based, by the way, chromosome. The X and Y chromosomes are like the 47th and 8th, I think, which are the only ones that are X or Y. Naturally, all chromosomes except the Y are in an X shape. The Y is in more of a V shape with two little antennae at the bottom. How that works is beyond me, but the X chromosome is referred to exclusively for that, so I don't know why female-specific DNA was going to be needed to cure skin rash. I'm somewhat good at sciences, so I somewhat understand their research. I'm wondering if their research can actually cure Down syndrome, because Down syndrome actually adds a chromosome that shouldn't be there, and that's what causes it. So I'm curious if the viral vector can just remove parts of the genome altogether. I can't believe I got all sciencey just then. Flash shoot! Lightning bolt. I just realized that reminded me of the Flash. What time is it? Okay, it's not time yet. Oh, okay, so it's not going to be in this episode that the nudity is in, but it is going to be very early in the next episode, assuming that my sense of time is correct, which it probably isn't. That looks like a very disturbing gelatin. Sorry about that. I normally try to get to my mic switch before that happens. Yeah, things were different like 5-10 years ago. Oh, okay, I forgot about the gender change thing for a second. That was kind of disturbing. Yeah, see, even Liam was poking fun at that. Yeah, you really are the weirdest researchers ever. But guess what? It made this game. So it's a good thing. Uh-oh. What's going on? And now we know why it exploded! Soon, but still. Explosion! And you said even an idiot could do it. And yes, it is that loud in comparison to the game. Uh-oh. He's looking more like a girl already. If your hair is becoming less heavy, doesn't that mean that it's getting thinner? Hmm. Hmm. That belt buckle has like a sword design on it now. Why does that belt buckle keep changing? It shouldn't do that. Oh, sure, being a redhead is unnatural. Sure. Okay, that's a bit much. I know this game is 18 plus, but still. Now wait for her brain to actually process and realize that she's not the only one. And meet the new Lynn. Yeah, now it sets in. Hello. I'm pretty sure the investor is still here. Just foreshadowing. Hello. Yes, but considering what happened within that 5 minutes, it's kind of fair to say that they're a little distracted. Kind of hard not to. It's amazing how few of them actually had mental trauma from this. Look at it. Did you see that face? He's just like, hee. Only a matter of time, huh? 3, 2, 1. Okay, time's up. Oh, they're not here yet. No, you didn't really screw up. It's just semi-screwed up. Uh-oh. Let's hear one. Yeah, there's only 3 employees outside of these 2 in the room. Oh, got another one coming on. Give me a moment. Sorry about that. Is anyone dead? Oh, I don't see a zombie lurking around, so I guess not. The lab was in chaos. Oh, it's almost time for me to put a credit in this video. That's probably why it says question mark, question mark, question mark, where your name should go. We already know who you are, why put that there? Uh-oh, the stern face is coming out. I've got nothing to talk about. This is so annoying. Oh, how about that weird Pac-Man fish? Is that what's left of the big explosion? Excuse me for yet another moment. Sorry about that. Oh, you got the shirt, you got the coat, got the ID. What else you got? You got the memories. What else you got? Yeah, make sure there's no dynamite in the lab or something. Oh, sorry about that. I thought I heard something, so I turned and then accidentally bumped the mic. Yeah, Liam's going to have some guilt issues throughout this playthrough. That's just how the story goes. Well, there's your problem. The centrifuge, which doesn't have any explosives in it, blew up. I'm pretty sure that's the centrifuge down there, because it's got the holes in it for the test tubes. It's circular. It's got this... Oh, I see. That's a desk in the way. I always wondered why I had that cut in it. There's a desk in front of it, so we can't see the rest of it, giving it the optical illusion of a Pac-Man. That makes more sense. And there's what appears to be a spoon on the wall. 2 spoons. And some keys. It's better than nothing. Yeah, I'd say being female is better than being dead. Oh my god, another one. Give me a moment. That one was a triple. Dina, how could you? How could you not want to be cute? Suits you or matches your personality, I don't know. Dina's totally not going to work on changing everyone back because of that, by the way. Kaboom! Wait, who screwed up? Maybe because I screwed up. Everything's screwed up. The centrifuge went kaboom, not you, lady. Honestly. Quit blaming yourself. Quit blaming yourself. So you're saying it was a circular saw? Don't know why my screen just did that. Oh look, you can see a bit of it. And there's that weird walking egg. Is it just me or does that plug-in look like it has two little cat ears? Hello, Nathan. Nathan pretty much has to call the insurance and the lawyer, etc. to keep all this PR friendly and such. Oh my god, another burp? Seriously? Oh, that was a lot of it. Hope that's the last of it. Probably not, but still. Whoa, I need to put a cut in this video, so I'll wait till the end of this conversation. Then I'm going to put a cut. That basically means I will see you all in the next episode right after this conversation. Most people aren't curious. Oh, seriously? Seriously? Seriously, Nathan? What a dick move. He's just like, yeah, I never had faith in you. But yeah, good work. Yeah, like that somehow erases the fact that you never had faith in us. Huh. Give us at least 1 billion each. Okay, well this conversation's almost over. I'm going to have to pause and cut then. So I'm going to get ready for that. As soon as the scene changes. And cut. I'll see you guys all in the next episode. See you later.